Hey guys, welcome to another video. Today we are playing Portal Knights. I just discovered this game, even though it's been out for a long time. It was a free PlayStation Plus game a couple months ago, and I added it to my library, never downloaded it. Correction, I did play it for a couple of minutes, right around the time that PewDiePie was playing Minecraft, and that started taking off. I gave it a little taste. Did not like it. I was way into Minecraft at the time. I believe there was some sort of universal zeitgeist collective consciousness thing going on, because as soon as PewDiePie started playing it, the whole world started playing it again. And I, along with everyone else, unironically, started enjoying Minecraft. Then I got bored and tried to branch out, started playing Portal Knights, thought, oh, this game is terrible. Put it away, deleted it, never went back. A couple months later, here we are. My wife and I, having beat Borderlands 3 all the way and having nothing left to do that's fun on there, needed something new to play, and she doesn't really like Minecraft. I couldn't get her to play Terraria, but I saw a video for Portal Knights, and while watching that video, she was like, oh, this is cute, this looks fun. What is this? And I said, why, this is Portal Knights. We have it. It's a perfect mix of obviously Minecraft, and I would say Minecraft and Terraria sort of mixed in a 3D world. It's not as free and open as Minecraft, and it's not as like immersive as Terraria would be, but it is a pleasant mix of the two. It's very easily picked up by a casual game player or even a novice. But it can also be enjoyed by somebody like myself who plays a lot of video games and considers themselves to be somewhat of a, I guess, hardcore gamer, serious gamer, whatever you want to call it. I just call myself a gamer. But the point is, this game is actually pretty tight. I started out, like I said, I played it and I had the wrong eyes. I was playing with the wrong eyes and it was terrible. But upon further inspection, turns out Portal Knights is a tight game. It has everything that you'd want if you like building, which I do. It gives me the ability to like build some custom stuff, surprise my wife when she gets home from a long day of work. She goes, hey, what's this? You built something new? And I say, yeah, I spent all day building us a house. And then she says, get out and build a real house. No, but anyway, whether you're playing solo or with your significant other, Portal Knights is definitely worth picking up. And if you grabbed it for free, definitely worth it. We did get it for free. In fact, after we beat the game, I ended up spending the $10 to get the DLC, which is also turns out to be worth it. If you enjoy the game. Obviously, again, not for everybody. Not for anybody who, can't see it for what it is. Don't try to take it too seriously. Don't judge it. Just play it. It's fun. Basically, you are playing Minecraft, but with a story. As you'll see in the background here, this is our private island in which I'm building an empire. This footage is actually for me a couple weeks ago. So if you saw it now, it's completely different. I've overhauled the entire castle. But anyway, I would say Portal Knights gets a 10 out of 10 for fun. 6 out of 10 for just overall gameplay experience. It could use a lot more content. I think it could use a lot more items, more customization, more like legendary items. More importantly, it could use an end game. At the moment, there's no real end game. They say there's a quote-unquote hard mode to the boss fights after you've beat them, but even that was not that hard. So I would say if I had any gripes about this game, it needs more item content, more weapons, that sort of thing, but it also needs an end game. The game would be great to keep playing, but if the only thing to do when you're done with the game is to just build stuff, it's not as fun. The DLC didn't really add in-game content, because we started the new characters that you unlock with the DLC and basically stayed in our same world, and the DLC starts at level 1. Had we played our maxed out characters, we would have just breezed through it all. So again, in-game content. So if anybody related to this game, this development team, is ever watching this, or somebody has the gall to go and blow up their Twitter page or something, I would say the one thing you guys need is an end game, some kind of boss. I mean, you can summon the bosses that you've beat over and over again and fight them to your heart's content. However, like I said, the items, it's limited. So once you've done it like 7 times, you've pretty much probably got everything you can get from that boss, and they don't get harder. There needs to be something to reward the players who have played all the way through and still want to play through. Let's see. Other than that, though, great game. I really love the event system. The events are great. It changes on a regular basis, so you want to keep watching your map. And usually by the time you're done doing something, another thing has popped up. And as you can see on the map in the background, there's a festival portal. So there's seasonal events. Right now it's winter time. Now, seasonal events, we finished that in the first hour we played it, if not less than an hour. So once you've done that, I mean, there's no point to really keep going. I would say again, my suggestion is more in-depth content. Like there should be more quests, more missions to do, more, something that changes daily or resets daily, however you want to do it. Either way, I don't like when you offer me something like a festival event that lasts for 30 days and I completed it in less than an hour, and now for 29 days and 23 hours, there's no point in me having this event. So that sort of thing, just small gripes. Overall, game's great. In co-op, split screen, great. Me and my wife had tons of fun playing it. Again, she's not really like a hardcore gamer, but she loved it. She had no problems. In fact, by the time we were done playing, she was kind of like, oh, so if I played Minecraft now, I'd get it, right? And I mean, essentially, yeah. But my thing was, you probably wouldn't have as much fun now in Minecraft because Minecraft just doesn't look as good. The graphics on this game, the art style is just top notch. It's that cartoony. It's that cartoony sort of anime look, but the the blocks are really pretty. The colors are vibrant. But then, like as you can see on here, metal and gold is still metal and gold. The diamonds and the gems are still, you can tell they're gems. So I just really like the style. We both really enjoyed it. In fact, that's the thing that caught my wife's eye when I was watching a video on YouTube. She said, oh, what's this? This looks fun. I like it. It's cute. Blah, blah, blah. All those girly things. So, that's what drew us in. So they did a great job with that. And I mean, I don't know what else to say. Like I said, great game. Play it with your kids. Play it with your wife, your girlfriend, whatever. Or on the flip side, play it with your boyfriend, husband, whatever. Either way, I don't care what your genders are. I'm just saying you guys should play together. So yeah, that's Portal Knights. I'm not going to give you a walkthrough. There's no point in that. If you want to play the game, play the game. If I gave you a walkthrough, it would just detract from the actual game experience. So play it, give it a shot. Like I said, if you're some sort of hardcore gamer, you might not like it. You're going to think it's for kids or it's for babies or whatever. That's fine. It's not for you. But if you're like me and you could be both a hardcore gamer and a casual gamer because you just like playing games or you go for experiences, then I would say Portal Knights is actually a pretty decent experience. We could have beat the entire main vanilla game in probably 2 days, if not less. We played a couple hours every night, and within a week, we were already, I was already making us wait before we went further because I knew the game was getting to an end and it was not seeming like there would be much to do afterwards. Now, I will throw in this caveat that we beat the game, and after you beat the game, there are some missions that are unlocked after the game, and they imply that there may be some more content beyond what you've done. However, to access that and to complete those quests, you have to have items that are only available through the different holiday seasonal events. Like, you need Easter eggs to make something, you need Christmas hats to make something, you need bamboo, which is apparently like a springtime thing or something. So basically, they're forcing you to play, which I'm not complaining, this is actually a great strategy, but they're forcing you to play all year to make sure that at least once every quarter you're logging in, you're playing the game, you're doing the events, so you can get those items. I could probably cheat it. I could probably change the date on the PlayStation and do all that whole thing, trick it into thinking it's another time, and do the events that way. I'm sure that's possible. I don't do that sort of thing. I guess you could say I am lazy in this case because it's too much work for me to go in and change a date just to play an event. It's not that big a deal. I'll come back to it if I feel like it when those events are actually happening. In the meantime, it did imply, like I said, that if you do those quests, it might unlock something new. So we'll see. I'm sure there's people out there who already know. The game's been out for a while, so you've had plenty of time. I'm sure there's people who have cheated it, like I just said you could probably do. And in that event, then you can go find that video somewhere else. And again, I don't like to cheapen my experiences, so if I don't need to know something or look it up, I just don't. I don't really look up anything about Portal Knights because it didn't seem like the kind of game that really needed anything looked up. I used a few wikis to find out where I could get materials before I knew where they would be available, because I was early in the game, but I needed, titanium. Like, oh, well, where am I supposed to get that? So I looked it up and find out, like, oh, you're not going to get that for, a couple more worlds or whatever. So things like that I would look up. But other than that, I don't know much about this game other than what I've played and experienced. And that being said, what I've played and experienced is, again, worth the experience. Now, would I say it's worth $20? Because I think that's currently what it's going for on the PlayStation Store. I can't say that I would pay $20 for this game. Maybe I would if I was the kind of person who $20 wasn't a lot and that was just a basic, like, oh, I'll drop $20 on a game, then I'd say it's worth it. I'd say it's definitely worth $5, and it's definitely worth $10. I don't know I'd pay $20 for it though. Again, fortunately, it was a free game on PlayStation Plus a couple months ago, so I actually grabbed it then, and I didn't have to pay for it. So if you grabbed it then, or somehow can still get access to it for free, definitely worth it. If you get it on sale for even $15, I would say definitely worth it. If you're not sure, watch some videos. Go watch the trailer. Go watch some gameplay just to see if it's something you would like. But I can tell you, if you like Terraria, if you like Minecraft, if you like crafting, if you like adventure, action adventure, you like leveling up, it's got a little bit of everything. And it's not in depth. It's not too much. It's not going to be enough for somebody who's into Final Fantasy or Legend of Zelda. But if you're into those things and you just want to taste, it's a perfect game. Other than that, there's not much else to say. Good co-op, good story, good gameplay. If I had any complaints, it needs more gear, more content, and in-game, and just more. I could always, anything good you could always do a little bit more of, so just more. The DLC was a good addition. It did add a new race. It added a new class that you could play as well as, you know, items and weapons. But again, it wasn't enough to really make a difference. The DLC plays differently. It's more of a timed rift system, so you're in a timed dungeon that you have to get through, and I do like it. It's an interesting take. You collect materials throughout your time in the dungeon. When you make it to the end or you run out of time, you get to use those materials to forge specific items that can only be forged in those rifts. These items are pretty good, but let me tell you, they could be a lot better. I was actually pretty disappointed that none of the items that I could make were better than the items I could make in my altar. They might have had a few like unique looks or perks to them, but not enough to make up for the fact that they were just generally garbage. Like, I'm sorry, but when the level isn't even capped out, the requirement level for the item isn't even capped out, then what am I playing for? I mean, why do I get a max level if I have no gear that's max level? That's another thing that I would say it needs. I have yet to find max level gear. It seems like it stops just before max level. And a game like this seems like there should have, you know, some kind of legendary or exotic items that are for max level. So, again, that's me kind of wanting more out of it. But that's wishful thinking. As it is, again, I cannot stress enough, it's a solid, tight game. I love it. I'm going to keep playing it. My wife and I look forward to playing together. The week we spent playing it was actually really fun. It was a breeze, really easy. Just the right kind of challenges. So again, if you're interested, pick it up. If not, why are you still watching this video? Jeez, what's wrong with you? Anyway, for everybody else, thanks for watching. Bye!